Alright, what's up everyone? Doing a rope tip today. Basically talking about how you can rope cattle that have head tricks. Okay, so after you start roping cattle a lot, like the cattle that start getting roped a lot, they start figuring things out to how you can make them miss your head loops and your shots. But I mean, over today, we're in the middle of winter out here, and it's about like 70 degrees with like no wind, so that's really good. Just a few days ago, it was about 5 degrees with like a 30-mile-an-hour north wind with some snow and ice, and it felt like about -17, and that was kind of brutal. It basically hurt to go outside. So we got some good weather here, and let's enjoy that. And we're going to get started. I got a dummy here that I'm going to be talking about. So all right, let's get started. All right, so here on this dummy is actually, one good thing about the dummy, or cool thing, is that you can like pull the head out of the dummy, and then like you can tilt it. So that's like one of the tricks that the cattle do, is they'll like, one trick is that when you rope, your rope comes on like right to left like this, and then when you go like this and you pull your slack, these things got like a little trick where they dip their left horn down when you're pulling your slack and you miss the left horn. Or sometimes they just run down the arena with like their head. All right, so sometimes cattle they run and they tilt their head down to the right, so it's hard to get that right horn. They almost like tuck it in to like their neck or like their shoulder, and it's hard to get it. They just tilt it down. So another head trick is like, one, they put their head down really low. They got like a low head runner. Those are kind of tricks that they do to make you miss. So some things that you can do, and I don't really ever practice like that. Like I don't actually pull this thing out and tilt their head the other way. So I mean, all you need to know is you need to know how to rope it. I don't really practice roping cattle like that. It's not too often that you get cattle like that, but you could get a cow like that that's got a head trick, and you're in the short round, and that's where you win all the money, and then you got to rope one that's got a head trick. So just because I don't rope, or I don't practice with them, practice head trick shots, like some golfers, they'll practice shots. They'll put their ball into like a little hole or sand pits. They practice all the kind of bad shots. But I don't really need to. So when you're roping the horns, all right, so typically when you swing, your swing is how you're gonna catch it. So right now it's my swing is level with how the horns are. All right, so the horns are straight, and that's how when I'm swinging my rope, I want my rope to go straight. So if it's tilting its head down to the right, you just do the same thing. You just kind of match the angle of the horn. So you're gonna have that right tip down a little bit, okay? And if he's got his left horn tilted down, you just kind of match that angle and then swing just like that, and it's gonna have that same thing. All right, the way you miss them is you don't change your angles, but if you match the angle, it's the same exact swing, same exact throw, and you have a much better chance of catching both horns. So that is the rope tip for the day, and I hope that, guys, helps you, and thanks for watching. See you next time.